Sir, are you busy right now?
No, Jyoti, you can tell me, please.
Sir, actually, I have a query, so can I take you?
Yeah, please come now.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
Sir,
how can I help
actually,
you? Okay.
since so many days, today, whatever the concept you taught, I understood.
Good.
But I have seen in different books, the authors are different, and they have given some different, the definition.
Okay.
So I just want to ask, what definition or the sentences regarding what is marketing, actual sentence I should prefer.
Got it. Look, I'm happy that you're reading books.
Yes, sir,
That was
because I
lacking
was
in
going
your
to be-
generation.
yes.
See, try to understand. When I say definition, definition differs person to person, right? What I understood, I'll write it as a definition. What you understood, you'll write as a definition. That's why whenever people write definition, always according to Phillips Kotler, according to Jyoti, according to Naresh, what is marketing was been written. Most of the books, right? But you have to understand one thing. You asked me one of the crucial questions: what is marketing? Because marketing term itself is an ever emerging concept. If I want to make it in a lighter note, for example, maybe 500 years before, how do we market each other? Maybe a kind of, we call it as a barter system, right? Okay. So I'll give you 1 kg sugar, I'll take back 1 kg salt. That's how we start everything. But later what happened is something like I started weighting it, saying that okay, 1 kg sugar takes 1 week to prepare, but 1 kg salt takes only 2 days to prepare, which means you have to give me 1 kg sugar, but I have to give you back 2.5 kg of salt. So I started evaluating it, and slowly it is emerging. If you talk about in certain times, Phillips Kotler says marketing is all about understanding the need, want and demand, right? And if you talk about Steve Jobs in a practical scenario, he say instead of creating need, want and demand, instead of understanding need, want and demand, create a need. For example, before touch phone comes in market, nobody is in need of touch phone, but I created the need, right? So likewise, marketing is evolving. If you talk about what is marketing in current generation, maybe an impulse, neuromarketing, and what's going to be marketing, maybe your alpha generation, okay, maybe your future generation is something completely different, right? So marketing is an ever emerging concept that should be very clear with, right? And if you want to be more specific and clear in understanding, give me a minute. So we'll have a small gameplay over here to understand. By the way, how things are going on?
Going good, sir.
Other subjects?
Yes, sir. Going
Live projects?
It's already started.
Okay.
So I'm working.
So are your friends contributing to your work?
A little bit, sir. I'm just taking.
So are you started collecting primary data from the field?
It's already done, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So how about your internships? When are you planning to start?
So I'll start from next week.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. So I was more happy that you guys are doing post-class reading and referring to multiple books to understand what it is.
Because sir, I referred and I see there are lots of definitions. So I wasn't confused. So that I thought I should ask you. You will be the right person to guide. So that's.
I don't know. Again, I'm going to define what is marketing up to my understanding, right?
Yes,
because again, this is the definition of Naresh. As I said, the concept is going to emerge. Okay. Let's play a game.
Okay,
so can you keep this chit in your packet?
Yes, sir. Sure.
I'll ask for it. Okay. That is cheat number 1.
Okay.
I'm giving one more cheat. This is cheat number 2, right? Keep it. Right?
So I have to keep it. I don't need
keep
to.
it. Yeah, I'll tell you when it is. Just keep it with you.
Okay.
I'll ask for when I required how it is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I'll show you some brands.
Okay.
Just let me know. Can you recognize these brands or not? Okay.
Done, sir, done.
Good. So can you recognize this brand?
Yes, Bikaner wala.
Okay. This one.
Pizza Hut to.
Good.
It's a common. Yes, McDonald's. I know.
Okay.
Haldiram also.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Domino's. Yes.
Okay.
KFC to. Yes.
Good.
Zomato. Yes.
Good.
Cap
Okay,
Coffee.
good. Good. So hope you are the customer of all these brands somewhere or there. Right?
It's I know every brand because it's very
Good.
famous nowadays, na?
So,
Domino's and.
If I ask you to interpret something more out of this particular brands, what will be your interpretation?
Okay, if I talk about interpretation, these all brands related to food,
Yeah.
basically.
Food?
Haan,
and food
it's-
retails and food aggregators you call it as.
Zomato is online, it's
Good.
delivered the food
Good.
from
Good.
the another restaurants and
Okay.
so that's
So
why
I'll give you a different angle. This entire brands, can we divide them into two verticals? An Indian brand and an MNC companies, possible? Multinational
yes, sir,
brands?
we can do
So can you tell me which are the Indian brands and which are the international brands?
Okay, so Haldiram,
Okay.
it's an Indian brand, and
Okay,
Bikaner
good.
wala also an Indian brand.
Good.
Zomato is our brand
Okay.
only. Swiggy, yes, I think it's our
You
brand.
are 90% right. Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead. Go ahead.
McDonald's, I can't say,
Okay,
but
fantastic.
Cap is our
Good.
brand.
So now if you look at like Bikaner was started maybe from Delhi, Haldiram from Nagpur,
Okay.
and Zomato is a Pune-based startup,
Yes.
Swiggy is a Bangalore-based startup,
Yes.
right? Like AB is an Hyderabad startup. So here you can divide this entire brand into food retailers or food aggregators, and they are Indian brands and as well as foreign brands, okay?
Okay.
Multinational brands. So,
sir,
I'll show you something
here,
more.
sir, which brands are foreign brands?
So for example, Domino's, KFC, McD, all these are from a foreign brands, right? So even Burger King, all these are from abroad. I'll show you something more. Let's see whether we can interpret it or not.
Okay, sir.
Can you?
Yes, this Tata, I know.
Okay.
Yes.
This one.
L&T, yes.
Okay. This one.
Hexaware also know.
Okay.
HP, yes. It's
Good.
Infosys,
Good.
Dell also know.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You don't know all these brands?
Yes.
So now, if I ask you to interpret these brands, then how do you interpret it?
So same like these all brands are like in Indian brands, like Tata is our brand.
Okay.
Like and Wipro,
Okay.
L&T is our
Okay.
brand, and maybe others are.
Good, you are right. So Tata is an Indian company, Infosys is an Indian company,
Yes, yes.
Wipro is an Indian company,
Yes.
HCL is an Indian company, Hexaware is an Indian company, and you can take few foreign brands like Dell, IBM, HP. Hey, you are very much good here. I like to appreciate. But I given you a chit. Can you just take the chit for me?
Yes.
Chit number 1. Yeah.
Chit number 1, yeah.
I have written something specific for you. Could you please read it for me?
Is it chit number 1? Yes, yes. When we display IT company logo, respondent will focus only on findings the brand, findings business model, and Indian based and foreign based companies.
Yes, when I show you this, how do I know that 100% you will talk only about the brand, only about the business model, and only about the Indian and foreign? And I written something special note for you in an asterisk
yes.
mark. Can you read it for me?
But she is not focused on color, yes.
So what is there in color? Do you find anything different?
Because this all are in blue color.
These all are in blue color.
Yes, yes.
Okay, why it's supposed to be? Like, I can understand all these are IT companies. I can understand all these companies are into IT, ITES services and tech-based companies. And all these companies talks about a same Indian-based, international-based. But still you're talking about color. Why? Why is this in the same color? Okay, Chaleka, let's go for the next slide. Let me come back to it.
Okay.
Now, what do you find
Okay,
over here?
now these all are in red and blue color. Even orange is also there.
So orange is also there, red is also there, but all these companies are belongs to food aggregators,
yes.
and all the food companies are into red color and then orange or yellow color, and then all the IT companies are in blue color.
Blue color,
Do you find anything weird like why to say are all these companies are same business model and using similar kind of color? How do they differentiate themselves? Here is the trend. See. Marketing is something like anything and everything I'll communicate to the consumer have something or other meaning to it. That's what we try. There is a concept called color psychology. This gives you a complete idea. So now when I'm creating a logo which makes of red and orange in color, what company is trying to communicate to their customer is something like red color makes excitement, youthful and bold.
Yes.
And I'm talking about this orange color which most of the food brand uses. It should be friendly, cheerful and confident, right? So when you eat something, when you go for some orders or something, you will be bold, cheerful, enjoy, excitement. Okay. So when they use that particular logo, right? And again, colors red shows that it will make people hunger.
Okay.
So when food companies are using more of red and then orange, they want to communicate to their customer. When you are excited, go for a food. When you are meeting with the friends, go for a food. Bold, youthful, confident, cheerful. So they use most of the logos are in red and orange color, right?
Yes.
So and you can talk about all the colors. For example, this light yellow color talks about optimism, clarity, and this purple talks about creativity, right? And trust talks about dependability. Green talks about growth, health. Blue talks about strength, different, and trust. And then silver color talks about balance. And you can see there are different brands users, and this is what they try to communicate to their end consumer. Even through color, they are communicating something to their target market, right? So now look at it. Come back to me now.
Okay, now I got it that
What do you
why
got?
these all the brands are in blue color, because they are representative that they are trustable.
Perfect.
Okay. They have having strength and they having more dependability. So that's why they are in blue color.
I give you chit number 2. Can you refer chit number 2 for me?
Yes.
Can you read for me, please?
When I display IT company logo, student is excited to show all the blue and what blue color represent.
Okay, again I given you some surprise in an asterisk mark. Read that also.
But she failed to notice most of the logo are in round, square and rectangle in shape. Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes, it is there.
So
like
how do I
two
know that,
circles.
when I'm going to show you the IT company logo, you'll be more excited to say all are in blue color. Blue color
Yes.
talks about trust dependability,
Yes,
but still you fail to observe. Don't you think Dell is in round color, L&D is in round, Wipro represent round, HP represent round. If not any other company, even
lines.
line format, okay, or
Yes.
else they're using rectangular format, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
don't you think geometric shapes and sizes was there morely?
Yes.
So why did not you notice? Because this is the third time I'm showing the slide to you. Why don't you notice? Okay, now go back to the same. Now what do you notice over here?
It's seem like it's in rectangle.
Yes. So either an LX shape, round shape, square shape, or maybe a rectangle shape. MACD again a kind of square shape. So they are again into shapes.
Okay.
So why? Are they trying to communicate something through shape even?
Yes, definitely.
Why not? Obviously, right? I said anything and everything we do, we are trying to communicate something to the customer, right? I'll give you something.
Okay.
You will be surprised to see it. Look at it. This is what marketing is all about. When a logo uses a circle,
Yes, sir.
when a triangle, square, rectangle, lines, each of this element will give something at the communication. Again, there are certain things called organic. There are certain things called abstract.
Yes.
I'll give you a few examples. I hope you know this logos, right?
Yes, sir.
Well-versed logos?
Yes, yes,
Like
sir.
Nivea,
Nivea,
Olympia,
Mastercard,
Mastercard,
Starbucks,
BMW,
Google.
Starbucks, okay? And I hope you guys know this. Adidas we know,
Yes,
Adobe we
Adidas,
know,
Google
Google
Drive,
Drive, the very
SDF.
basic we know, okay? But
Yes,
why does this company uses this logo? If you look at a company using a circular logo, they want circle as a completeness, perfection, right? Because it's in cylindric motion.
Okay.
They also represent a community, friendship, inclusiveness as well as the strength.
Yes.
So when a company uses their logo in a round shape, they want to communicate to their customer, it's a completionist, it's a perfection, right? It is more of inclusiveness, right? When a company is using any kind of triangular logo, triangles have three sides, right? So that
That's
talks
when
about,
their
yes,
dependability,
trust and strength. So this three shapes symbolic represents enlightenment, growth
Growth
and
and energy.
strategy. So now what do you understand out of this entire discussion? First and foremost, I can predict what next your step is.
Yes, sir.
I can make you speak the way I want it,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And anything and everything you saw in front of you, it's a kind of communication a company is trying to give it to their customer. Let it be a color, let it be a shape, let it be a write-up,
Yes, sir.
anything. So now what is marketing? By this you understand, marketing is always a step ahead than a customer, which make the customer to react the way the market wanted. And anything and everything we do, we are giving a director indirect communication, okay? So this is also marketing, right? Oh, clear? Thank you.
Yes.
All good?
Sir, clear, but
Again a question.
Again
Good.
a
Yeah,
question.
please.
so that's mean
Okay.
PIB is in blue color and M is in yellow
Yes,
color.
yes,
So
so-
here that's mean our PIB represent trust,
Yes.
dependability and strength, and under M that is here yellow color. This represent it's a optimism
Yes.
and clarity also.
So now you understand this
So-
is not just the logo.
Yes,
Basically,
yes.
through this logo,
Yes.
we communicate to our customer, we communicate to our community that we want to create trust. We want to become dependable brand and we want to be more optimistic in what we are doing. That's how the logo, anything we do, it is a communication to the market.
And sir,
Very
even
good.
one thing is also there that they are this
Okay.
is in circle
Okay,
shape.
so why
that's
circle?
mean perfection and completeness.
Now I was happy that you learned something
Yes,
good
sir, I
because
got
it's
it,
not
got
something learned. Now you are working like a management student. Now your thought process is like a management student.
Yes,
Why?
sir.
Because we learned a concept.
Yes,
The
sir.
moment we out of the class, anything I saw in my life, okay, I suddenly saw, okay, this is not the first time you are seeing our logo, by the way,
I
right?
had
Yes,
already seen
every
it,
time we
lots
are,
of logo. Yes,
but
yes, sir.
till now that's not strike in your mind. But the moment you saw our logo
Now
today,
I got
your application goes, okay, that's why it's written like PIB is in blue color and M is in yellow color. Okay, PIB want to communicate the trust and dependability and optimism that what we are going to build on student.
Yes,
Why round? It is fulfillment, perfection and holiness, right?
Yes, sir.
You are there. So hope, what is marketing?
I got it that it's involving customer, like what even we can create the need what they don't know, but we will create the
Yes.
need. So
It
that's
can
why
be a
I
multi-dimension phase again. Marketing is an ever-emerging concept,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
From barter system, now we use certain terminology. You can do some post-reading. do Google about what is neuromarketing works, what is impulsive behavior works, what is cognitive. So do learn about it, and it is evolving. What's going to be marketing next 50 years down the line? It completely depends upon how does the customer respond towards it. Done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good day.